What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm glad to have you here. And in this video, I've got a really important topic I want to cover. A question I get asked a lot from people reaching out to me on Instagram, general public, friends and family, and that is trading a hard skill to learn and is it risky? Stick to the end of the video and I'm going to give you a really common question I get asked a lot. This will help you beginner traders and struggling traders really kind of get through your trading journey. Learning to trade, the skill itself is actually quite easy. I could teach someone that's fresh into trading that has never learned anything about it. I would teach them the ins and outs and how to read a price chart, technical analysis in between 2 and 3 months. And is trading risky? Well, yes, it can be, but only if you go about it the wrong way. Once again, trading is all speculation. Educated guesses based on previous patterns that's happened, and we just take advantage of these patterns, applying systematic approaches and putting risk to reward in our favor. Just like tossing a coin, heads and tails, basically you flip it 100 times. Every time you hit heads, you give yourself $2. Every time you hit tails, you take away $1. 50-50 chance of getting heads and tails. At the end of 100 flips, you'll more or less likely come out profitable. So in this video, I'm just going to cover some general topics of, some information out there for anyone that's looking to get into trading, and to answer some of those questions I get. Is it risky? How long does it take to learn to trade? What's the correct approach? Where should I start? I've done multiple videos on this, on the correct approach, but this one will just be a quick summary for those people just wanting to get some genuine information. So number one, how long does it take to learn trading, and why do 95% of traders fail? So the quick answer to this, and the best way I can kind of describe this, is learning to trade and read a price chart. You can learn basically on YouTube. You don't have to pay a cent to do that. You can learn how to read candlesticks, price actions, learn how to identify trends in the market and market structure, supply and demand, support and resistance, all that stuff that you kind of need to know to understand price and start trading. Basically, why does it take 2 to 3 months to learn that skill, but yet traders will struggle, for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years with still kind of spinning their wheels? The best way I can put this is learning to trade and knowing how it works, knowing a profitable system, and actually applying that to a real world scenario in the live market are two totally different, separate things. You have to master yourself before you become profitable. You have to get rid of the ego. You have to get rid of emotions. You have to be disciplined. At the end of the day, as a trader and to be profitable, there is so much that goes into it. And I believe 99% of a successful trader is what happens up here. It's how you handle your emotions, your trader psychology, your trading performance, you as yourself. There are so many ways to trade the financial market. There are so many different trading strategies, and they all kind of reflect individuals. Unfortunately, this takes time. You could watch a YouTube video of some guy scalping and making $1,000 with under a minute, and you'll be like, this is awesome, I want to get into this. And you start applying that trading method and it stresses you out. You can't make it work. You start losing money, whether it be demo, you chuck live money at it, and you go down this massive spiral. You keep at it, you keep working at it, and then you eventually realize after weeks, months, blowing an account or two, that trading style isn't for you. And this only comes through experience. What you may think is best for you may not actually be right for you after you go about it for a few months, even a few years of trading a certain trading style. This happened to me. The first 15, 16 months of my trading journey, I learned the foundations, the fundamentals, all the ins and outs of how to read a price chart. And then I started back testing and developing a trend following trading strategy on the higher time frames. I put in a lot of effort, a lot of hours back testing, and I simply tried to make it work for myself because the system was profitable based on the back testing results, but it just didn't fit my trader personality. And because I put in so much work in the beginning, I didn't want to just chuck all that out. So I tried to make it work. Unfortunately, there's going to be a point where you're going to have to get rid of everything you've learned and teach yourself a new strategy, a new system, or a new approach. That's when I came across day trading last year, 2020. And Once again, nothing changes. The fundamentals, the foundation of reading a price chart are exactly the same. It's just a different trading approach, a different strategy, a different method altogether, and everything clicked. I wanted to be a day trader initially, but I thought, you know what, high time frames fit my lifestyle a bit better. It was a bit easier to navigate, but unfortunately my lifestyle didn't really cater for that. And this is where a lot of traders can really kind of find a lot of resistance, because they want to be a day trader, but they may work full time. They may have other commitments with family, work, and all that other stuff that life just offers us. And they can't have a day trading approach, so they can't make it work, unfortunately. So what do? They look for a different method of maybe swing trading on the daily chart, 4 hour, and that way they don't have to look at the screens all day within a day trading approach. This is one of the biggest obstacles I see a lot of traders come through. They learn how to read price, they just don't know how to apply it correctly with systematic approach to start turning profit. They may take 1 or 2 trades here, make a little bit of money, lose a bit of money. You may even blow out an account if you don't have correct risk management. There are so many little aspects that make up trading. It's just not about reading a price chart. So where I'm getting with all this, it's gonna take time to find out what your trading personality is. I would suggest, I'm sure some of you guys have heard the term shiny object syndrome, where you'll see something and be like, wow, that's cool, I wanna try that. After you try it for a bit, you'll see something else and be like, wow, that's cool, I wanna try that. That was me in the early stages of my trading. But the one thing I knew that this would slow down my progress of getting to where I wanted to be. But at the end of the day, I needed to know what was out there, because I didn't want to miss anything. I felt like there was, not that there was something better, but there may be a different approach that would suit me better, because deep down I just knew swing trading on the high time frames wasn't for me. I love day trading. I just love the idea of it. It suits my personality. But once again, you may not be like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're still going to be profitable if you have a back-tested strategy system with correct risk management, position sizing. You're still pretty profitable if you can follow that system without any hesitation. So now we have that out of the way. You understand that you're going to have to play around with this. You're going to have to start taking it seriously as well. You can't just dabble in it if you really want to take it seriously. The next thing is you're going to want to know why you're getting into trading. Please don't dabble in the market. If you really want to make this a serious, if you really want to start taking charge of your own capital and generating, 25, 30, 40% returns each year, you're going to have to get serious. You can't just watch a few YouTube videos, on how to trade and just open up a price chart, fund the brokerage and get started. You may have a little bit of luck in the beginning, but eventually you will blow an account or start losing money. 95% of traders fail. And the reason is they just don't have the correct guidance. They don't have the correct approach, and they have unrealistic expectations. When you have unrealistic expectations and unrealistic goals, and you just want to start making a ton of money, it's not the way to go about it. Forget about the money. Forget about, making $100,000 in your first week of trading. You need to focus on the process of being a great trader. Money is literally a byproduct of being a good trader. Money just flows once you start following the process, not letting emotions get in the way, being disciplined with yourself, and so many other aspects that mainly come from up here, how you manage your emotions. So know why you're getting into trading. For me, it was freedom. For me, it was to take control of my finances. I developed a passion for the financial markets. That was just a bonus. I didn't think I would really, become addicted to it. Addicted in a good way. I become obsessed, not because I wanted to make money, because I actually love the idea of trading. I love looking at the price charts. It just fuels me. I get really passionate about it. I always talk about it. It's become one of those things that it's integrated into my life very well. This may happen to you, this may not, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to have some type of enjoyment towards it. If you don't enjoy it, unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to overcome the difficulties trading has to offer down the road. Just because you're not gonna enjoy it, you're not gonna motivate yourself, you're not gonna push yourself, and It's just not going to happen. Another question you may see around a lot is trading is risky. Don't get into trading. It's gambling. And yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, it is gambling, just like anything in life. Trading is speculation. Doesn't matter if you're trading crypto, Forex, stocks, you're doing options trading. It doesn't matter. It's all speculation, because at the end of the day, we have no idea what's going to happen in the market. The market doesn't care about us, and we shouldn't care about the market. Our job as a trader is to show up each day and follow a proven, tested, and profitable strategy, a system that has a profitable expectancy. You can't just show up, and I get a lot of feedback from this as well. Let me know in the comments if you agree with this or not. I believe every trader needs a systematic approach. I do know a few discretionary traders out there where they come into the market and I don't know if it's a gut feeling or they simply have, you want to be my YouTube video? Say hi. This is Odin, my cat, for anyone that's curious. Sorry about that. So where was I? Gambling. So basically, you got to have a systematic approach, and there are traders out there that can have discretionary trading, but this comes from experience. If you are new to trading, if you are struggling in trading or you keep blowing accounts, you need a set of rules, a clear defined set of rules, and a systematic approach. What time do you get to the desk? What pairs are you trading? How are you entering the trades? Where are you putting your stop loss? Where are you taking targets? How are you managing those trades? How much risk are you putting on those trades? You need all that written down in front of you before you even think about opening a price chart. Simples. If you have that approach, if you have a statistical edge that's proven profitable, you are not gambling. You are simply playing probabilities. Just like any game out there, you need to be following a systematic approach if you are struggling beginner. As you get more experience, you'll start to understand yourself as a trader. You'll start to slowly understand the markets. You'll see repeatable patterns, and you'll just eventually get a better understanding of how markets move, what may happen next. Even though we don't know, it's based on repeatable patterns that have a statistical edge of reoccurring the same thing over and over again. And as humans, we have a thing called RAS, reticular activating system. Basically, it's our way of picking up patterns. Can you stop biting my mic, please? Another question I get asked a lot is, how much money can you earn in trading? And this is I like answering this question because trading is uncapped earnings potential. You can make as little or as much money as you want. Although that shouldn't be your goal, if that's what drives you and really motivates you, and money does bring happiness. Money buys me freedom. Money buys me, the luxuries in life. Not that materialistic things bring me joy, but money buys time. And the more money you have, the more time you have. And that's wealth. That is the definition. Can you stop biting my cord? And that's the fundamentals of just, if you got time, you're wealthy. It's as simple as that. And trading for me offers so much time and freedom. It's a very enjoyable job for me. It can be stressful at times, and it's uncapped earnings potential. What I mean by that is, if you have a $10,000 account in your system, let's say generates, let's just say 50% per year, that's $5,000 you've made. If you have a $100,000 trading account in that exact same system, doing the exact same process, you haven't changed anything that brought you that 50%. It's just your account is no longer 10,000, it's 100,000. You've made $50,000 that year. If your account is a $1 million account, exact same process, you've made $500,000 that year. And that is what I love about trading. It's one of those things where it's uncapped earnings potential, and you are paid based on how well you trade and based on your system's performance. So when people ask me how much money can you make trading, it's unlimited, really. You got to remember, one of the drawbacks to trading is it's not consistent money. If someone says, I'm going to teach you how to earn $500, $1,000 per week trading, that is so far from the truth. You can't make consistent monetary value with trading. It's simply not possible. you're going to have losing trades, you're going to have losing weeks, losing months even, where your trading system will just net you a negative return. It's just probabilities. No trading system is going to have a 100% strike rate, meaning every trade you take is going to be a winning trade. It doesn't work that way. We simply play probabilities and put all these probabilities into our favor that will either increase or decrease the trade's outcome. Another question I also get asked regarding money is, how long will it take me to become a profitable trader? Now, this is a good one. It literally depends on how hard you are willing to put in the work and just your natural talent. Now, trading isn't a natural talent. Some people, you aren't born a great trader, but some people kind of lean towards being a little bit more risky. And I believe if you are naturally a risky person, you take risks, you're very driven, you'll find trading very easy. But on the other hand, this is a good example because I'm like this as well, and I'm sure a lot of other people watching this video are like this. I'm a bit more conservative. I don't just like taking massive risk, which I have done in life. But when it comes to trading, I'll look at trades and you question yourself. And you don't question yourself because you know the system's profitable. Like, take the ASFX system. I've been backtesting the hell out of it lately, and it's a very profitable system. But a lot of traders, they hesitate to pull the trigger because they're focused on the outcome. They're focused on taking the risk because there's a chance they may lose the money. And that's perfectly fine. That's how humans are built. You got to remember, trading is process driven. You can't worry about the outcome because we have no control of the outcome. You could enter the trade and get stopped out straight away. It's happened to me, it's happened to many other traders. Or you could enter the trade, it could go into profit. And once again, it's a game of probabilities. So coming back to that question, I believe everyone's going to be different, but if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to get educated, get a mentor, and really kind of take it seriously, this is going to sound far-fetched, give yourself in between 12 and 24 months to become profitable. This will give you time not to rush. It will give you time to really get serious about it. Take your time. You don't want to rush this process. A lot of traders I know that have rushed the process in the beginning have unfortunately gone back to square one, myself included in my earlier days. When you rush the process, the last thing you need in trading is to be questioning yourself. Should I be in this trade? Should I pull the trigger? You got to get rid of all that emotion. And you really need to know the system you're trading live in the market 110%. Once you understand that, once you kind of feel confident in yourself, confident in your ability to trade the live market based on backtesting performance, once again, backtesting gives you somewhat of an idea of how it's the only thing we know based on historic data if our system's going to be profitable. When you apply your backtested strategy that nets you a positive return in the live market, there are so many things that could go wrong. And this is where traders really get discouraged. Give yourself 12 to 24 months, and I guarantee if you give yourself that time, if you take it serious, you really get down with tunnel focus, you may do it quicker, but give yourself the time. Don't rush to success. Follow the process, and trust me, you will come out on the other side profitable. Another question I get is, what is the best trading strategy, or what is the best time frame to trade on? I see this question pop up everywhere, from YouTube comments to on Reddit forums, trading forums, everywhere, Instagram, people that reach out to me saying, what time frame is the best? There is none. Literally, the market moves as a whole. Every time frame reacts the same, doesn't matter what. If you're on the 1 minute chart, price action reacts the same. If you're on the 1 hour chart, price action is going to react the exact same way. How you read price in the candlesticks doesn't change no matter what price chart, what time frame you're looking at. And this took me a while in the beginning to understand this, because I really thought there was a difference between the time frames. And yes, there are differences in, pros and cons to each time frame. But choose the time frame that you can really focus on and you can see price clearly. If you drop down to a 1 minute chart, there is going to be a ton of candles, and it's going to be very, very noisy and hard to navigate. If you jump to the daily chart, price will look really clean. You'll be able to see key points in the market, support, resistance, key levels, and that may be easier for you. But what it comes down to is what you are comfortable trading. If you love the 1 minute chart and you can really kind of navigate it and you can find great entries, go for it. If you're a trader and you see other traders trading the 1 minute chart successfully and you be like, wow, I want to do that. They're successful, they're making a lot of money, and you try it and unfortunately you're confused, you're questioning yourself, you can't see the trends clearly, then it's not for you. And you don't have to do what someone else is doing to become profitable trading Forex, because at the end of the day, there are so many options available and you can tweak and tune someone else's system, such as the AceFX systems, to suit you. And we've had heaps of AceFX traders integrate their own edge on top of the AceFX edge and become very successful. So it doesn't matter what time frame you're looking at, as long as it suits you and your personality and you can understand that time frame, go for it. With the AceFX systems, we trade the 15-minute chart, and with the D1 system, we trade the 1 minute divergence with the 15-minute overall trend. It's an amazing combination and it works for a lot of traders. It is more of a day trading approach, so you are taking advantage of the intraday movement and you can really kind of navigate the chart with the indicators we use. Overall, it's just a great kind of setup to find key levels using the parameters we use that Austin Silver teaches in the AceFX courses to really kind of navigate and take advantage of what the market's showing us and taking advantage of the entry signals that present. If you join AceFX, you can see how the members have taken the A1 strategy, which is a breakout candle formation, using EMAs and the TDI indicator, and they've moved it up to the 1 hour. I've traded it on the 1 hour. I've even traded it on the 4 hour with a little bit of success as well. And it's just amazing because it's fractal. The same analysis applies to all time frames. Just choose one that suits you. Of course, you're gonna have to go back in historic data, test it, tweak it, and find little things here and there that work, and then forward test it on demo in the live market and improve to yourself, build the confidence that you can trade it consistently and it is profitable in current market conditions, and then maybe start throwing a little bit of money at it. Now that we've made it to the end of the video, I'm gonna give you one of the biggest questions I get asked and what I see most commonly in the trading space on social media. You guys are gonna have to focus on yourself. I'm guilty of this, and pretty much every trader I know is guilty of this as well. There is so much information, so many traders, so many Instagram accounts of traders flexing profits, showing their trading results. And unfortunately, that can really, really, really impact in a negative way if you are a new trader or struggling trader. You're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna look at different methods. You're gonna be like, you know what? My way of trading isn't working. This guy has success. Let's go with him. Unfortunately, it's a deeper problem. You have to work on yourself. I always thought that the way I was trading just wasn't working, but it was working. It was a problem within myself. And this is why I love trading so much. Trading is a journey in itself. And I don't mean learning the skill journey. It's a life lesson. It's a journey within yourself. You're going to find so much about who you really are with trading, because you've got to dig deep. You got to get rid of the ego. You got to get in tune with your emotions, and you really got to be connected with yourself. With trading, it's very easy to compare yourself with others, just like anything in life, whether it's weight loss, business. Trading is very similar. You see someone getting great results, you want to know what they're doing. Unfortunately, it just comes down to experience. They've put in the hard work. They've put in, the hours, the chart time, the back testing, and their results are a byproduct of them putting in the effort. If you are new to trading, you got to understand it's going to take time. Don't get discouraged because someone else is doing better than you. Don't get discouraged because someone else is making more money than you. It doesn't matter. Focus on your own journey, focus on your own path, and trust me, if you're putting in the work, if you're putting in the effort, if you're doing the chart time, you are back testing your strategy, you're working on yourself, you're reading through your trading psychology books, you will become profitable. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. You got to dig deep. You really got to find out what's working, find out your strengths and weaknesses, and focus on your strength. It's just a matter of really getting in tune with yourself. And you got to understand, if you want to, I encourage this, but you got to remember, if you want to drift off and find out what someone else is doing because they have a lot of success, just understand you are going to slow down your journey to where you want to be. But at the end of the day, you may find something that works for you, something that clicks for you, and something you may have been missing. That last piece of the puzzle, I call it. Austin Silver was the last piece of the puzzle for my trading journey. His knowledge with my previous experience and knowledge just kind of connected everything together, and all these light bulbs went off, and it finished that last bit for me, and I was able to continue my journey going on to the next step. So I reached out to Austin Silver knowing that, look, I've put in 15, 16 months of my own effort every day. I mean hours, like 8 hours a day, developing, testing, frustrated in the live market, back to testing, filtering, back to the live market, losing money on demo, couldn't become consistent. And it was frustrating. Luckily I had the passion for it and the drive for it. I wasn't gonna make it not work. There was no other choice. And to reach out to another trading mentor and forget everything I learned, most of it anyway, to find out what could work and what may work for me was one of the best things I did, because I was unbiased. You had to let go of all that other work I put in and just have a fresh approach. It opened my eyes to different perspectives, and it was just a complete game changer. So don't get discouraged. So if you do want to go out and find a different approach, just remember there is no holy grail. There may be a better approach for you and it may connect the dots, but there is never going to be a better, shinier object out there. It all comes from within you. You just need the correct knowledge, focus on what works for you, focus on your strength and your weaknesses, like I said before, and everything will fall in place. Do the work, put in the effort, put in the hours, do the chart work, and you will find success. I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, please smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to get notified for any new content I release. Once again, I appreciate you all being here, and I'll see you all in the next video.